Hello Internet, we have another busy week of gaming news, so let's jump right into it. Fans of the Assassin's Creed franchise got a lot of news this week, including new titles underway and the last DLC for the current mainline title, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Valhalla will be getting its final DLC as Ubisoft moves on to their next projects. The last update will be free and available in a few months' time. Be prepared to see Ava for one last time. The next flagship Assassin's Creed game is Mirage, which was confirmed to be set in Baghdad during the start of its golden age. The city will be dense and vibrant and will react organically to players' choices and story status. Assassin's Creed Mirage will follow the journey of Basim, a humble thief who was made an orphan at a young age. Assassin's Creed Mirage will release sometime in 2023 for consoles and PC. But that wasn't the only AC title announced, there were 3 further games. Assassin's Creed codename Jade was announced to be taking place in ancient China, which sets to be an open-world RPG mobile game. While Assassin's Creed codename Red will be set in feudal Japan, set as a very powerful shinobi fantasy. Red will be the next evolution to the Assassin's Creed's RPG. Another title revealed, Assassin's Creed codename Hex, which is being developed by Ubisoft Montreal. A logo was revealed featuring a hex symbol, and it seems to be focusing on witches during the witch trials in 16th century Europe. As with all news in this video, if you want to know more, be sure to check out the link in the description below. After a long wait and plenty of teasers, Nintendo finally gave fans what they wanted: the sequel title name to Breath of the Wild and the actual release date. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was announced at the end of the latest Nintendo Direct this week, giving an explosive end to the showcase. In a brief teaser trailer, we got the release date, which will be coming to Nintendo Switch on May 12, 2023. The sequel is some time away though. We have roughly 8 months until we can actually play the game, provided there are no more delays. There's not a whole lot to go on at the moment except for the previous teasers and this week's unveiling. We see that the return of Link, but now exploring the kingdom in the skies as well as the open lands of Hyrule. The trailer shows Link falling through the sky and then gliding on the back of a giant glider. Also revealed this week was the action RPG from Team Ninja, which is a historical-based Japanese game called Rise of the Ronin. The PlayStation 5 exclusive game was announced during the PlayStation State of Play, and the new trailer announced the title, giving a sneak peek of the trials and tribulations of the Western influence during these tense times in 1863 Japan during the Civil War. We get some stunning views from above with a warrior gliding above the town. Combat shows sword fights and the Ronin lassoing an enemy before unleashing flames. The description teases players will be taking on the life of the Ronin and an immersive combat-focused action experience. Rise of the Ronin will be an open-world action RPG during the Edo period. The struggles during this time are not only from the oppressive leaders but deadly diseases and an encroaching Western influence. The civil war is between the Tokugawa shogunate and the anti-shogunate factions. Team Ninja are calling this game their most ambitious and challenging project and the next big step for the developer. Rise of the Ronin will be released in 2024 for PlayStation 5. Announced during the Nintendo Direct this week was Octopath Traveler 2. This new entry will follow a new cast of 8 characters and sets to be a completely standalone experience. So if you haven't played the first one, you don't need to in order to play the next one. Octopath Traveler 2 will follow the game's classic HD 2D art style that mixes pixel art sprites and beautifully rendered 3D backgrounds. Not only do players get to enjoy a new journey set in Solistia, but also improved camera angles and enhancements that have been made to character models as well. Unlike the first game though, the heroes of Octopath Traveler 2 will have their stories intersect at more points. This means they will have more interactions and relationships with each other, creating a large and cohesive web of plot and story. Travelers this time will also get 2 path actions, one for day and one for nighttime. Path actions are different interactions that can be had with NPCs, and each of them are unique to each of the travelers. Octopath Traveler 2 will release on February 24th, 2023, coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC and Switch. Fans of the ever popular Yakuza series of games have a lot to look forward to thanks to RGG's showcase this week. Just some of the announcements included 2 entirely new games, a remake of a beloved and Japanese-only title at the time, as well as some Steam ports. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who raised his name will focus on Kiryu's side adventures in 2018. He has joined a temple, though the monastery is just a front for the Daidoji faction. This title will be on the shorter side of Yakuza games, set to bridge the gaps between Yakuza 6 and 8. Like a Dragon Gaiden will release sometime in 2023. Like a Dragon 8 was also announced, dropping the Yakuza name. The trailer shows the pair of Kazuma Kiryu and Ichiban Kasuga from Yakuza Like a Dragon walking the streets of Kamurocho. This is the 8th mainline game and it's set to be turn-based with the options to swap between both characters. Like a Dragon 8 will be released in 2024, so it will be a bit longer to wait for this one. A remake was also announced for Like a Dragon Ishin. This is a remake of the Ishin title from 2014 that came to PS3 and then PS4. It's getting a graphics upgrade being developed in Unreal Engine 4. All the new and upcoming titles will be released on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. During the Tokyo Game Show 2022, publisher Square Enix announced that upcoming sci-fi RPG Star Ocean: The Divine Force will be launching a demo for consoles and PC on September 20th. The Star Ocean demo will give a small taste of what's to experience in the full game, giving roughly 2 hours of gameplay for players to dive into. The game also got a brand new trailer for TGS featuring Hyde. It features some of the gameplay with the character zooming at a dragon with a sword in hand. We get a peek at the spaceship exploration, and towards the end some combat is previewed with different character abilities. The combat in Divine Force is fast-paced in real time, but also gives the option to slow things down with stop mode. Star Ocean: The Divine Force heads to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X on October 27th. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion finally has a release date along with a new trailer. The game will be launching on December 13th, a reimagining of the original Crisis Core which came out in 2008. The Reunion Edition, which is a complete remaster of the game, similar to how Final Fantasy VII Remake did it. The Crisis Core Reunion will have updated graphics, gameplay, and tweaks to the beloved entry. The Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion story hasn't changed much, if at all. It will still follow Zack, Fair, Sephiroth, Shinra, and Cloud. One of the biggest standouts in the remaster is definitely the visuals. Everything looks quite high def now as characters and environments are vibrantly brought to life. Aside from the visuals, combat will be getting major overhauls to bring it more in line with the modern games. The gameplay will still feel familiar yet refreshing with the changes Square Enix will introduce to Crisis Core Reunion. One new feature of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is that certain boss attacks can be interrupted. The strongest boss abilities are cast, and this is represented by the presence of an ability gauge. Fans of the game adaptation of the long-running anime series can rejoice as the launch date for One Piece Odyssey has been revealed. A new trailer was shown during the Tokyo Game Show announcing the JRPG will be released on January 13, 2023 for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. The release date is later than the originally announced 2022 window, but you can pick up the game in early 2023, so it's not that far off. Join Luffy and the gang as they crash land their ship and start an epic adventure upon a mysterious island. The island, we learned from the trailer, is called Wofford. The island is a lot more than they've bargained for, as it's full of puzzles and strange powers. The Straw Hats will have to hold on to their hats as they meet a number of strange creatures and characters. There also seems to be some strange cubes that appear, which could be the key to unlocking what exactly is happening on the island. The title is the most particularly worked on game for One Piece for such an extensive period of time according to the devs. Pre-orders have been revealed and you can get some bonus items if you pick up the game before launch. Well, that's it for the Week in the Wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits. And budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us with news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness.